Hi everyone. We are canning sausage today. So I have patties and I'm going to brown them off. And that pork stock that we made, I'm going to heat that up. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just browning the sausage. And if you have bulk sausage, either the ground packages or the tubes or whatever, you can go ahead and make your own patties. I'm going to use wide mouth jars, so you want to make sure that they'll fit in your jars. I don't know that there's an herb in there. I don't know that you'd want to use the small ones. It'd be too hard to get them in and out unless you made them really small. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to get the broth out, or the stock, put it in a pan in the other burner and get it heated up and cook off all my sausage. So once all the sausage is cooked, I will come back, and I apologize for the washing machine if you can hear it. It is Saturday and we're just doing all our stuff today. So I will see you in a bit when this is all cooked up. Okay, we're back. And everything is cooked and hot, and I've got my broth over there where you can't see. Here, gently. Here's my broth. It's hot. My jars are getting hot. And I'm doing everything, warming up the jars, because everything I'm putting in is hot and I don't want my jars to break. I have my my lids in hot water. My rings have been washed. My sausage is all cooked. And we're going to jar it up. So, here we go. I think I'm going to get my little holder. My little grabber, because I'll be taking the jar over to the stove and putting that hot broth in it, and I do not want to burn my hands. So let's see how many of these we can get in a jar. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that takes it about up to the 1 inch of headspace mark. So now I'm going to put my broth in there. I should get my funnel. That broth smells so good. So use that. Get my debubbler. Oh heck, I didn't get a container for my vinegar. Okay, now I have everything. So wipe those rims really well. I did put that broth in the refrigerator so I could skim actually it pulled right off, the fat off the top. So that's been pretty much defatted. Put those in your pressure canner. I mean, this is pretty easy. Just cook your sausage. You can use a beef broth. I guess you could use hot water. Whatever you have available. I just thought I'd make pork for pork. And like I said, you want 1 inch of headspace, debubble, wipe your rim with some vinegar or hot water and a rag. Make sure they're clean. You guys notice that the silver rings don't rust as easily as the gold ones? I've noticed that anyways. In any room I have in the canner, I will put beans or something. That way I'm not running a canner that's not full. You can always do that when you're doing a meat product. Beans can for the same amount of time. So go ahead and throw some in there if you have some and run a full canner. Or you can can your leftover broth, which I think I will also have some to can up, so that'll be cool. And this will probably be the last jar. I like the idea of having sausage on hand just in case. So when this is on sale, they do 5 for $25 with them in the meat department. So I will probably get a lot more. So I do like my sausage and bacon. I'm not big on pork chops and stuff or ham, but my husband is. And you can do this with turkey sausage or whatever. So it's nice to have in the pantry. If this were ground, I'll be honest, I would be browning it up and dry canning it. I do that with my hamburger as well. I do not put a fluid in my ground meats, but that's just me. I don't like the texture of it with the liquid in it. So that's it. I have those in the canner. They will process for 75 minutes, and when they are done, I will come back and show you our sausage. Hopefully the washing machine isn't too loud, so I'll talk a little louder. I have everything in my canner. I went ahead and added 2 pints of broth, a pint of beans, and I'm going to use the rest of the broth to can what we call cooked to death green beans. So, excuse me, I'll have that recipe. So when you put your lid on, I'm going to wait for it to come up to pressure. When this button pops up and that black button pops up and you've been venting steam for 10 minutes, you will put your weight on. When it starts to jiggle, you will set your time for 75 minutes. So I will see you when that is finished. Are we on? Okay. Our sausage is finished. It's still boiling. So there we go. There it is. There is our sausage. Still bubbling away. They've already pinged in the canner. So I have 4 pints of sausage patties. And I also canned 2 pints of the broth and a pint of beans just to make sure I had a full canner. So there we go. That is how you do sausage patties if you want to put them on your shelf. So if you have any questions, ask down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I will see you next time. Bye.